Murdered for Being Different review, Sophie Lancaster's murder is heartbreakingly brought to the screen. Murdered for Being Different, BBC 3, marked the 10th anniversary of a brutal killing that has become a byword for mindless violence in Britain. In June 2007, in a park in Bacup, Lancashire, 20-year-old Sophie Lancaster was kicked and stamped to death by feral thugs, the judge's words for the 5 youths convicted of the attack. Because of her appearance, she was a goth. The murder has already been widely memorialized in music, poetry, on stage, and TV. An adaptation of Simon Armitage's elegiac 2011 radio play Black Roses, with Julie Hess-Mondalg as Sophie's grieving mother Sylvia, was perhaps the most quietly, yet ferociously, moving television drama of 2015. Now, following in the footsteps of 2 other award-winning BBC 3 films about socially significant murders, Murdered by My Boyfriend and Murdered by My Father, Nick Leather's drama set out to take a slightly different approach to Sophie's, Abigail Laurie, story, telling it for the first time from the point of view of her boyfriend Robert Maltby, Nico Mirallegro, who was also attacked that night and left for dead, yet survived. The heightened, dreamlike style in which the couple's meeting, their intensely affectionate relationship and love of art, literature, and difference was dramatized, made for a meaningful contrast to the gritty reconstruction of the night of the attack. The tragic circumstances in which a random, friendly conversation struck up with strangers in a petrol station after midnight led to murder were captured with a bleak, fearful inexorability. The attack was rendered unwatchably in all its bloody savagery. No doubt an argument could be made that the full horror of such mindless cruelty and naked hatred should be shown precisely for what it is. But given the widely known background and tragedy of this case, the graphic violence depicted in Murdered for Being Different seemed unnecessary at best, and voyeuristic at worst. Even so, the dramatic device Leather used to enable us to witness the incident from the point of view of an imagined witness, Michael Gorman, Rhys Jarvis, was not spurious. This expanded the film's scope out into the wider community, allowing for an exploration of personal responsibility and justice, and the almost insurmountable walls of silence and intimidation that the police regularly come up against when investigating such gang-type crimes. Not unlike the recent ITV drama Little Boy Blue, which explored similar gang mentality ground to even more powerful effect. As such, Murdered for Being Different was a worthwhile, thought-provoking piece of television that, despite its title, laid the blame for Sophie's murder absolutely where it belongs, not in her difference, but in the ignorance and bigotry of her attackers. A point that was only emphasized by the film's stark closing statistic, the UK's highest ever number of reported hate crime incidents, a staggering 70,000, was recorded only last year.